Welcome to the Defining Discipline podcast. I'm your host, Scott. Defining discipline is a lifestyle, a mentality, and a brand. And in this podcast, we're going to focus on self-improvement as you follow along with me on my journey. We're also going to hear from special guests of all walks of life on this podcast and their remarkable journeys that led them to where they are today. Before we get started for today's episode, let's kind of get a quick update in. So for today, I ran 3.6 miles for a total of 37.7 on the year and on the month. For a quick catch up, today was day 13. I'm trying to run every single day of the year this year. I'm trying to hit the goal of 1250 for the year. So right now I'm at 37.7. But besides those goals, trying to do a little bit more reading. I haven't been doing that as well, but I've been doing a lot more writing, like I've said before. So that's kind of nice and good. Haven't been playing guitar, so I need to definitely pick that up and start doing it. It's just kind of hard to find time with me trying to get the basement finished. Eventually, I do plan on sharing some of the pictures of that as I'm going along with that, but I'm just kind of caught up in the moment, just trying to get as much as I can done within the amount of hours I have in a day. I could be a lot more efficient, like I was talking about in a previous episode. So I'm trying to work on that as well. Besides that, for the month of January, I'm running 100 miles in honor of the American Cancer Society. There's also a fundraiser that is being ran through Facebook, and all of the donations go directly to the American Cancer Society. Nothing goes to Facebook, so you don't have to worry about that. So far, we have raised, I think it's $100, and a good friend of mine actually just donated, so thank you, Drew. I really appreciate it. That's awesome. So we hit $100. The goal was set for $200, but I'm hoping to hopefully surpass that and see what we can get. Other than that, yeah, like I said, I'm at 37.7 for the month. Got a while to go. I'm trying to take it slow and steady because not only am I doing this just for the month, 100 miles, I'm doing the whole year nonstop every day. I also have a 50K in June and a marathon in October I'm trying to run, so I'm not trying to go all ham in the first month and ruin what I'm trying to actually obtain. With that being said, we don't have to talk much longer on updates. So let's kind of just get started right into the episode. Today is January 13th, 2021, and it is episode 13. And 13, the number has a lot of significant meanings for me. But I didn't want to get into necessarily what it means for me and how it means or any of that. I kind of just wanted to get into the general idea. So I thought it'd be a good idea to theme episode 13 around the number 13. So today's episode theme for 13 is going to be luck. I know the number 13 can be bad luck or good luck to a lot of people. It's just kind of a superstition, and that number is kind of like one of the key superstitious things out there. Buildings don't even have floor 13. Some buildings don't have floor 13 because they're so creeped out about it, and there's all these stories about it. But we're gonna focus just on luck, and I find myself to be a very lucky person. No matter what it is, playing when I used to play video games, lucky things happening, or when I board games with friends, people would always say I'm lucky, or just really anything in life. When we were in the Battle of the Bands, I felt really lucky that we won the Battle of the Bands at that time and won money. And I felt, just a lot of things that's happened throughout my life. I got in a car accident with one of my good friends, and I felt we got lucky. Luck is something that a lot of people, I think they don't think they can control it. and they think it's just something that certain people have, and people that have bad luck think that they're cursed with bad luck, and people that have good luck think that they are blessed with good luck. And it wasn't until recently when I kind of subscribed to this way of thinking that it's really you make your own luck. And yes, there is that kind of luck like we were talking about, like casinos or stuff like that, where if certain people hit it and they just get lucky, and that's just what it is and how it is. Um, but what I mean by you kind of make your own luck is a lot of those situations I was in where I got lucky. The whole thing is if I didn't put myself in that situation to begin with, we'll just take the Battle of the Bands for instance. If I didn't put in the years of hard work of being in a band to begin with, or even trying to sign up for that Battle of the Bands, I was playing music for 8 years, 9 years in different bands before we signed up for that Battle of the Bands. And I won with one of my good friends who I always was in a band with, but from the time I started to the time we won that Battle of the Bands, I was in so many different bands and so many different projects. I put in so many different work to get to that just little point, which wasn't even that big of a big thing, but I just felt lucky. I felt like I had like imposter syndrome when we won. It's like I almost felt like we didn't deserve it, even though we put in the hard work. And that's the whole idea, is that you kind of put yourself in those situations, and then you keep whatever you put into those situations is what you're going to get out. I couldn't tell you how many bad shows we had before I realized that we had that good show and we won the Battle of the Bands. Same thing when you go with people that think they have bad luck. Yes, there is a good chance you might have some bad luck and things just continuously to happen to you, and it happens to some people, but a lot of it also is you contributing to that luck that you have. Certain things happen, and then instead of realizing that happened and changing that so other things farther down the line don't continue to happen, is something that a lot of people don't recognize, and they just consider it to be bad luck. A happens here, which results in B happening 3 months down the line. You don't connect the two, you just connect the fact that you have bad luck. And the same thing with good luck. Obviously, like I said, there are the occasions when sometimes it is just a chalk up to being bad luck, or sometimes it is just a chalk up to being good luck. But when you start to find yourself in those habits where you start to notice, like, oh, I think I'm lucky because anytime I apply myself somewhere or I do something, good things happen for me. And it might have, like I said, a small aspect of you technically just being a little bit lucky, but I think a lot of it also too is your drive, your ambition, and the fact that you put yourself out there to begin with to even accept that. It's like that famous Wayne Gretzky quote that you hear all the time. I think it was even on The Office and all that stuff, or it's just the one where you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, and that's like the same thing with luck. You are not going to be lucky if you don't ever put yourself out there to be lucky. That being said, I don't want to, a past episode I also talked about gambling. This isn't a thing to say go out there and continue to gamble and one day you'll hit it big. I mean, yeah, maybe that is the case and that would happen, but that's not what I'm saying. I'm trying to do more of a aspect of just the things that you are surrounding yourself with, not necessarily monetary value things, but just things that I find myself to be very lucky for. And I realize that yes, I am lucky to have what I have, but I've also put in work, effort, and things to get me to that point. Same thing with the bad luck that I've accrued over the years. it's usually something that I've attributed to it. It's not just a flip of the coin, though chance does happen and good luck and bad luck does happen. You make your own luck. I don't want to keep it too much longer, keep this episode going too much longer. I actually tried to shoot this while running. I came into multiple problems while doing this. Noise with lots of cars, so I waited till I got to a better street, but then the camera shut off on me, and then the dogs kept stopping on me a couple times at certain spots trying to poop and pee, and I had to shut the camera off. And then the last time I was trying to do it, my wife called me during the middle of the video, so I just cut it out. I just finished my run, try to get back as soon as possible just so I could hurry up and shoot this at home, get it uploaded. Other than that, you guys, you make your luck. You know, today's discipline, daily discipline for you guys is to make your luck. You want to be lucky, then apply yourself into those situations where you want to get lucky at. Let's say, you know, you want to get that job. Well, you're not going to get it in that dream job until you start applying yourself to go out there and get that dream job. Or bad things continuously happen to you. There's a point in time when that starts to happen, guys. If that happens for the daily discipline, you know, if you notice things are bad or continuously happen, there's a point when you have to look in the mirror and find out that contributing factor, and you know what's determining it, and it's probably you and something you're doing. So, like, the whole point of the daily discipline is to make your luck, and to realize that you make your luck, and to figure out where you have to aim in order to control the output of the luck that you give yourself. So try to control it, figure out where you need to aim, figure out what you need to focus on, get it done, and turn that bad luck into good luck. I want to thank you guys for listening and for being a part of this journey. You can subscribe, like, follow on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. You can find the podcast on all podcast platforms. I don't know how it's good it's going to be audio-wise, strictly just audio without the video. Some episodes will be golden. Some episodes you're going to be completely lost. But again, I just appreciate whoever is following along. I haven't done too much promoting of this yet. I wanted to wait till I kind of got the ball like rolling, and it's kind of going there, but I wanted to get a better system down. But thank you guys, honestly. I really appreciate it. And I was kind of a little worried of the feedback, if I got any of how it was going to be. And as of now, I know it's only been 13 days, but I've gotten, you know, lots of good positive feedback. I've gotten lots of questions from people just about running and, you know, what changed my mentality and all of that kind of stuff. So I'm really grateful and thankful and glad to be doing this, and glad that there's some people out there listening and following. There's my fridge making a weird sound. So on that note, guys, stay disciplined. Thank you. Get your daily discipline done today. Make your own luck. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Peace.